Alright, y'all, we're out here in the shop today. We're getting started on the Mustang. We're going to put a second air-to-fuel ratio gauge in it. That way we keep up with both sides of the car. I only have one on the passenger side right now, so I can only see what's happening and lean on that side only. I can't, if it goes lean on the other, on something happens on the driver's side, I can't tell. So I was having to pull plugs every time on that side to see. So we're just going ahead and add another air to fuel ratio gauge that we can keep up with as much as we can with the car. And I don't have a voltmeter in here, and I think I'm going to get one and put one, so that'll be another gauge that we'll have. That way I can see if the voltage is dropping to the car during the runs or whatever. I have had the last time we was racing or out testing tuning with the car, I had trouble with the battery, the alternator couldn't keep up where it was at before. I think that was my issues, but that was where we moved it before. We haven't been back out really doing anything with the car this past year, and that's going to, this year where I'm hoping to get it out, or next year, and actually do some racing. Get into some all-motor races somewhere that we don't, we have no power additive, and I didn't really want to add nitrous. I'm getting ahead of myself. So let me show you what we got going on. All right, this is the side where you're going to need the gauge on. I got to jack the car up. I got to get the header off, take the spark plugs out, wires off. I need to get the dipstick out of the way, and the steering rod right there goes down in between. I don't know. There we go. Kind of see there, man. I love my headlamp. So I don't know if that's what I'm wearing is a headlamp, and man, this thing is nice sliding under there. I don't have to have a lot, drag a cord under there or nothing. But anyways, but I got to get steering rod off, spark plugs out. I got to get the dipstick out, and I believe I'm going to have to take the oil filter off. I'm going to try first to get the header out without doing it, but if I remember right, I couldn't even get it in with the oil filter on it. So if I couldn't get it in, if I remember, like I say, if I remember correct, if I couldn't get it in, I can't get it off. So, but I need to change it. And there was something else I just noticed looking under here. Y'all see that right there? Now, that's transmission fluid. Now I parked in here right, I just pulled in right after my dad, and I don't believe my dad's, the Trans Am does not leak any oil. And I've looked, slid under there and looked, it's too far forward too. Right here's the back of my oil pan, unless something drastic happened to the torque converter. I don't know, because the seal's back here. I don't know where something leaking from one of the lines, but it's metal from there. All the way, these are my transmission lines right here, running to the front of the car, so I don't see nothing, but we'll know more once I get it jacked up. I don't have a lift, so we gotta, that's my lift right there. So I got some, let me go get some stuff. I got some clothespins that has numbers. That way I clip on these, that way I know where they go, stuff like that. All right, cool beans, let me get my stuff out and get started. 4.5 hours later. Good Lord, this thing has been whooping me, man. I don't know why. I had to knock off my rod down here off the steering shaft off this one. These little Allen screws right here have been a royal pain in my patookus. But there's the top one. Let me show y'all this one down here. Oh shit. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. That one right there, I could not get it out, man. I don't know what is it like. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to drill it out to get all this back together on the car. So anywho, that's what I've been struggling right there. It ain't been 4 hours, but it took me a good I don't know, I've been out here 45 minutes trying to get this off. That's no lie there. I've been struggling, hitting PP blaster on it, trying to get it out, but I finally had to just take the headers loose right there because when I was knocking it up, it was getting stuck on the header. So I got 2 bolts left in the headers to get out, and then I got to get the dipstick out, which is no big deal, and then get the car jack way up in the air to get this header out. I think I'm going to have to take off the, let me get Daddy out here. No, I didn't break it. That's where it drills. Well, countersink right there. It's stuck in the countersink, but you can wobble it. I don't know why. I had to knock this off the steering shaft down here just to get it off. Or I can't get the header. Couldn't get the header off because that's sticking through, remember? And then I had to knock it off the shaft down here to get it out. But right there, look, see the hump right there on the header? That's where I was thinking about going with this. It's in the same spot right there. I'm going to have to come farther forward. See right here where the dimples meet right there. Can you see that?
Yeah.
I'm all, because the other one's right there in the same spot too, I think. Just in this, because I have more room. Yeah, see, this one's farther back because there's more room on the passenger side. So that's what I was going to see before I took it off, thinking it'd be because it's coming in. Hang on a minute, y'all. All right, the header did come off. I didn't have to take the oil filter off. That is groovy right there. I think it's because that rod wasn't there. But Dad did get that broke loose finally for me. PP blaster, and just kept working it, and then he's got it off. So I think we decided that we're going to go on the side here with this one, because I just don't have the room here right there for the body. Room right here where the other one's right here in this dimple, which is a prime spot for it, but this one will have to be right there. And I got to pee. That coffee has hit rock bottom. Let's see, because if we go right there, I'm not going to have, it's going to be ugly. So it needs to be right there. We'll go up here as high as we can go. That way we don't catch no moisture. So see what James thinks. He'll be out in a little bit. All right. Ooh, I gotta pee. Let's show y'all this in case y'all was curious how it comes off. All you gotta do is roll your little vent flap down, and then you got a little clip right there. I don't know if you can see it right there, bam. But you just raise that little tab up right there, and then we'll allow this is what you're hooking to, and it just slides off simple. And to get your vent out, it's just hang on. It just simply hooks in and slides out like so. And then we got our replacement over here. The same thing I bought for the other side. It's actually a 3D printed part. It's a pretty nice little piece right there. So, but yeah, it all works together with cool beans. So I'm gonna get this all put together. I'm in here doing the wiring. I'm waiting on James to get here to weld this bum on. So I decided I'm gonna go back a little side, staying out of this dipple. I'm gonna put the header back on, I think, and get me a better spot, because this is how far my mufflers will come back to. So I'm gonna go right here on this pipe, probably about like that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I catch more of it all flowing together right there. So I think it'll work out good. All right, cool beans. Let me do this wiring right quick. All right, these things are pretty simple, just straightforward plug and play here, and this replacement vent is super easy. It just snaps. It says it just snaps right in there. There we go. All right. Groovy. That one right there, if you can tell, they're a little different. This one I got more straight on. I think I should have bought the other one, but I was thinking more of how I'm sitting, because I can see everything real good. This one is on a slight angle I don't know if it's hard to tell, but I made sure when I bought this one that it was on an angle. That way it's turned and kind of facing me a little bit. That way it ain't a struggle. And this one I left straight. And I think it's a pretty good little choice for it, because it looks good. Because that straight on, I can see it real easy. And then this one, like I said, slightly tilted to me. So that's passenger side, driver side. And the rest of it's pretty much straightforward right there, the wiring. I'm not using none of this here yet. This is all hooked to if you go into ECU and all that other stuff, which I don't have. So I'm gonna, all we are using is a hot and the black right there, the ground. So we don't need these other ones. Like I said, I don't have none of these systems that this operates off of, and we're just going to tie right into where the other two, my other one is tied into as well. So pretty simple little wiring right there. Well, I'm gonna finish wiring this up, and then I got to retuck all my wires here, and then I'm waiting on James. All right, cool beans. Alright, right there's where me and Dad decided to put this set right here. So it's up on the side there where it won't catch no moisture on it right here, and it's still easy access where it ain't catching the wires. We put the header back on to make sure where we wanted to put the sensor. So right here's where the muffler stops. So that's right there before it. The other one on the other side is up top right here, and which is a good spot. I just can't put it there. So that's the best spot that me and Dad both thought that it was pretty good. I mean, we put it in where we want to move it back into the chamber a little bit more. So, all right, well, cool beans. Well, there's that. We just need to weld that bum. I used a step bit right there. Got my hole and got it in there. Weld that bum up, and we're good to go. Oh, it's kind of hard to see, but there's the sensor installed right there. And I can't really show you, but I got plenty of room right there between the frame and the body and the header. So that is cool. It's like they say, it's not quite on a 10 degrees, but I'll show you where I got to. I got the headers back installed. I used the copper RTV seal on it, and heat treated, but I also used the gasket in between it and there. But I got the header bolted back up. I got the spark plugs back in, the steering rods all back in. There you can see the clip to the oxygen sensor is right here. I got it with a wire clamp right here and wrapped back around into the cab. So really all I got left to do, I got the dipstick back in. I got to tighten up the plugs and then put the wires back on. I got to get all the excess wire out of the cab and wrapped up and zip tied out of the way. And that's it. But I think I'm done. It's dark 30 here, and the wife's done come out here twice to get me, and I didn't said I'm coming, but I haven't stopped. So I'm going to stop there. And but I don't like much. Like I said, I got all the wires out, tucked up. They're out of the way. They're not going to hit the steering. The steering's in. Everything's bolted back up there. Wires and hiding that, and I dropped a dang wrench. One of my Allen winches are in here, and I gotta take this off to get it now. So anyways, all right, that is me for tonight. So I'll holler at y'all taters later. working. I'm very, very happy. Easy hookup. And they're staying pretty much even with each other. So I doubt we'll get this thing out today. It is super cold